what do you think will be the implication of national security? Now, there are cases where people's houses have been burnt, especially in Izombe, in Oluzur. Over 100 houses were burnt by our security agencies in October 2021. When February now, 2023, the victims of those house burnings, over 100 houses were burnt, over 50 cars were burnt, and over 100 motorcycles burnt. 5 innocent civilians were killed in that crisis. Nobody has thought it wise to compensate any of those unfortunate victims.
Okay, sir, talking about compensation here, I know that as a lawmaker, your duty is to go to the National Assembly, raise motions and laws that will be beneficial, especially to your people and Nigeria in general. Sir, what kind of laws do you are you expecting to make while you go there to represent your people in Imo West, which happens to be Oluzon? Because if you look at this insecurity in Imo State today, it is more worse when it comes to Oluzon. I can name places like Uguta, Ohajegbema, I know of Awamama, I know of Osu, etc. And I know these places have been ravaged with the insecurity challenges. So what are you going to do differently? What kind of laws are you going to sponsor? What kind of things will you do differently? How do you expect to work with the federal government, the state, the Imo State government, owning to the fact that you do not belong in the same political clique? What do you intend to do differently that the present senator, His Excellency Rochas Okorocha, is not doing presently? What do you do?
Okay, thank you very much. The current senator may have done well in his own capacity. The issue here is that governance has to do with style and approach. And I told you here that I have experience in warfare, I have experience in negotiations, I have experience in peacekeeping. What we have today in Imo State and the greater part of Nigeria is not what you can use arms and ammunition to bring peace into the community. You need to find out what is the problem of the people. Why are they what they are? And in fact, we can blame this squarely on leadership. Most time when we talk of failure in leadership, people just look at the president as if he's the only leader we have. Sometimes people must look at the governor. That is wrong. Leadership starts from the family. Most parents have got it wrong. They can't even take care of their children well. And if a child is not taken care of, if a child is not brought up in a normal way, such a child may become something else to the society. Now, we need to come together, these areas you are mentioning. I know their traditional rulers are all living on exile. They have left their communities. A place where a traditional ruler cannot stay on ground. How do you expect that place to be fine? So we need to come together. We need to get ourselves, get our acts well, get our children, and of course, the issue of restructuring has been talked about for too long. If we have good, we have people who are representing us well in the legislatures, then they should have been able to address this issue of restructuring. If you do it, there are certain things you will do, and people will come into tune with their lives, and the crisis we are going through will not be there. What is painful these days is that you see on social media, people cutting people's heads, killing people, butchering human beings, something that was very absurd. In those days, nobody will ever think that somebody will kill a fellow human being the way we see them on social media. And when they are killing people, people have the interest to go and even be filming it. I can't even imagine where we're heading to. So we need to get our acts together. You need to have the right people, not the people chasing money. You need to see, not people you ride on a convoy of 50 cars, you are moving, you just drive away the people on the road. You pass checkpoints, you see policemen, see soldiers collecting money and giving change on the road, and nobody's talking. These are the issues that have taken us to where we are today. And if we have people who should be able to talk about it, have people who should be able to deliberate about it, we are going to come back to a normal society.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. I equally want to ask a question, and this is very dear to me. How do you intend to galvanize these youths of Olu Zone? Because we are talking about 12 local governments, and presently, these youths have run away from their homes, from their villages. How then do you expect to bring them back? They believing in you and your candidacy. That is one. Then secondly, sir, how do you want to do about these women that they have lost their husbands in this crisis? Many of them are agitating for compensation and what have you. How do you intend to bring the federal government into it?
Thank you very much. I want you to put yourself in the shoes of our youths. If a man has finished secondary school and gone through university, 5 years after university you have no job, 10 years after university you have no job, your parents, we have an adage in Igbo that says that when a man trains his children, the children will turn around to train the man. But we find a situation today where our parents will train us. Even in retirement, they keep training the child who has finished from university. And you will be surprised, somebody who is on pension, they will not tell him that there is no pension. You see pensioners not being paid their pension for 1 year, 2 years. How do you expect such a society to move on? Now, what I intend to do is to get these boys back on their feet. I intend to have 3 liaison offices within Olu Zone. And those liaison offices will be my eyes and my ears. I will be close to these people to know what they are going through. I will have a database for all the widows in the various communities, their qualification, their ages, and whatever. Then I will also want to get the data of all the orphans. They don't have fathers, they don't have mothers, nobody to take care of them. I need to have their details, their educational qualification, and whatever. Then the next category, those who have fathers and mothers, but they are not strong enough to take care of these people. I need to get the details of such people, youths, boys and girls. If I have their data, then I will ensure that, especially for the women, I will send them to go on courses upon agriculture. Especially we have Songhai Farm and some other farms. They will learn on various aspects of agriculture, snail farming, mushroom farming, catfish rearing, and so on and so forth. If they come out, I will be able to source for agri-loan for them, and so that they can set up little what we call it again, small business setups that they can run. Then for the youths, I intend to make sure a lot of them go into our military and the paramilitary. Those who are qualified, and are strong enough to go in, I will encourage them. They will go into the service of the country. Then, for those who are bright enough, I will give them scholarship to enable them go to school since they don't have people to take care of them. And I'm going to encourage sporting activities in Olu Zone. We have known people, the Tiger and so on, they are from the East Central State of those days, Southeast now. We are going to encourage, Kano Wanko is from Imo State, and so many of them. So we are going to encourage sporting activities among our youths. This will make them to excel.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate you, and we want to wish you a very warm victory, and we believe that with all you have put in place, victory is assured for you. So one last word for your people in Imo West. One last word for them as we draw down the curtain.
Thank you very much. The Imo West people, I want to tell you that all hopes are not lost. I want to tell you that you will stop running away from your homes. I want to tell you that insecurity will be a thing of the past if you vote me into that office. I will ensure that we have security in our area. And once you have security, you'll be able to develop. And once you start developing, we'll be able to grow. It's a promise that I'm giving to you. And there will be no more wars in our area. There will be no more harassment. There will be no more intimidation. And I promise that all those young boys and girls who are in detention camps today that are just locked up, nobody's talking about them, I will go in to find out. Those of them who are innocent will be released. I would remember there were some 4 girls from our mama whose parents were accused of being members of IPOB. And in the process of going to arrest them, the security agencies the agency that went to arrest them arrested the 4 girls between the ages of 16 and 21 that their parents were IPOB members, not that they were the IPOB members. As I speak with you, those girls were detained since last year. And after about 4 months, what we were told was that about 2 of them became pregnant. The question is, what will be the fate of those girls and what will be the fate of those children? These are things that we will stop. And I want to tell you again that those people whose houses were burnt, innocent people whose houses were burnt, we will make sure that they are compensated. I was told they were given a bag of rice each, a mattress, and a bucket for 1 year plus now. Many of them have lost their lives because they have they never saw any succor coming to them. Their children, if we allow these children, that will be another problem for national security tomorrow. So I can see such children, if we don't take care of them, in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, they are going to be a problem to our society. So I'm going to address the issue of all those people who have been victimized unjustly.
Thank you very much, sir. Do have a wonderful day. On Saturday, once again, the logo for your political party is what, sir?
The horse. I know the horse is strong. The Igbo man calls it Anyinya.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, SDP is the party.
Thank you very much.
Social Democratic Party, SDP.
Thank
That's
you.
The party for your
Have a wonderful day, sir.
Thank you very much.
Bye.